Well, you might as well sit back in your easy chair, make sure the bedroom shades are down and the kids are in bed, the wife's not out on the back porch playing with her hula hoop, and turn the volume up. It's time for Raucous Radio, and this is Velocity Live.
Everybody, welcome to Velocity Live, live and in color from the beautiful CSB studios here on Long Island. Good morning. That's right, I said morning. I am your host of the show, Paul Verderosa. Remember, for all things Velocity, check us out at www.velocitylive.com. And remember, you can now also hear Velocity from the comfort of your homes, offices, or any place else for that matter, 2 times a day. 7 days a week by going to our website and clicking on the WFN, that's right, WFN logo on the lower portion of the page, maybe the upper portion. John told me he redid the page. We'll find out in just moments. So check us out on WFN 3 to 4 p.m. and again from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. Taking a look on my left, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed despite the early hour. He's more than just a co-host. He's more than just a webmaster. Boy, it's so great to see you again after our brief hiatus and the partying you did last night. That's right, I said partying. Mr. John Mulaney, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Hungover.
So is that where the stuttering and stammering comes in?
Hungover.
Just a tad bit hungover from partying last night?
I had one too many vodkas, man.
Wow.
Good for you.
You were actually drinking at the place where you were at, which is funny because we'll tell you where he was in just a minute. And on my right, back again where she belongs. I haven't seen you in quite a while. You're right. You might remember her. You might not. I don't know. She's got the smile that lights up her room. Hey, she balances those ever-important studies with a jam-packed social life, and she told me she was working and not out. That's a disappointment.
I was working. I know.
My pleasure to welcome back Carrie Dillon. Welcome back. How are you?
Hey, thank you. It's good to be back.
We're excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here. God, I'm
Everything
like a radio
is back.
version all over again.
We're back, and we're better than ever, and we're ready to go. And coming up this hour, if I could just grab my piece of paper, that's fine. See, I'm so excited, I'm just not even prepared. American Idol is ready to rock and roll with its top 24. We'll introduce them to you, and I'll make my early predictions because, as you know, I am an American Idol.
He is so in his glory that American Idol's back on TV, man.
I am so thrilled. And the last 2 years, I've picked the first and second place finisher at this point.
Really?
When it was in the top 24, so we're going to see if I could do it again this year. The Winter Olympics aren't what they used to be. We'll clue you in as to why. Disney brought out a new spokesperson, much to the disgust of Mr. John Mulaney. We'll fill you in on who that unlucky individual is and why that person gets John's wrath. Could it be that a man is finally suing for spousal support? We'll let you know who that is. And so much more fun and excitement, some great music on the way, plus a whole lot more. But first, we had a role reversal yesterday. Kerry was working, and you were out. So let me start with you. Where were you that you were a man about town this past week?
I went bowling.
Bowling? Now, wait a minute.
Bowling alley is where it's at, apparently.
Now, let's remember, the last time John was at a bowling alley...
I had a massive heart
attack. That's where John had his first heart attack. I don't know if you were aware of that.
Do you know what I was thinking on my way here? I'm like, I wonder how John has been, because when we first started taping, he was, like, always in the hospital. And then I'm like, oh, God, I hope he's okay.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I was listening to some of the shows that WFN is playing, and they're playing some of our summer stuff now. And the shows they've played, every time at the start of the show, we're like, so John's had another incident in the hospital, and he's in and out. And
well, I tried having one last night, but I failed, obviously.
Well,
good for you.
So now you finally get to go out. Now, this is the first time you've been like...
The first time I left the house in a while, man.
Yeah. John's like a hermit. You know, he lives in his room in that compound.
Oh, man.
It's like home away from. So what'd you do?
Mulaney compound.
Yeah.
We went some lane up north, man. Went bowling.
Joe was rock bowling with the...
Listen, the people I was with, they had no clue what was going on, man. We walk in, they're like, oh, look, fluorescent lights. I go, they're called black lights.
Oh, really?
Right,
Were they all your age?
No,
the people you went out with?
I was the old man in the crowd.
Oh, really? How old was everyone else?
Like in their 20s, 23.
Are you serious? You hang out with, like, people my age?
Yeah, it was all the kids from Hofstra.
Wow.
So now you get to the bowling alley.
Mulaney.
And what do you do?
Oh, I throw myself down the alley. And the last time I used a bowling ball, I put tape inside the thumb hole to keep my finger in the hole. I didn't know the tape was there. I stick my hand in the ball. I throw the ball down the alley. The ball stays in my hand. And you got to see a 300-pound man literally fly down 5 feet down the lane.
Oh, my God, I wish I was there.
It's like one of those scenes from the Flintstones.
Yeah,
you know when Fred used to throw the ball and get stuck?
What really got me, the embarrassing moment, was when I looked up and noticed that the entire building saw it.
Oh my God.
It wasn't just like the lane.
Now, did everybody stop? Like everybody just stopped?
Oh yeah, and when
staring?
people came down, like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm a farmhand. I'm like, fine, I'm the post.
Oh my God.
John will rally off that. Now, you also told me that you were pretty hot for the 18-year-olds at the alley last night running around.
Like the bartender, so I'm figuring she's got to be at least 21, but she had a bad tattoo, man.
What was it of?
Butterfly. It didn't even look like a butterfly. It looked like a moth.
Where was it?
On her stomach.
What do bartenders wear in bowling alleys
Well, listen,
nowadays?
if I was a bartender and a girl with this girl's body, I would wear very little clothing, too.
But
the tattoo didn't even do it.
Yeah.
No, the tattoo was bad.
You think like a hot girl could pull off any kind of tattoo?
That's what I was
going to
say.
Yeah, well, obviously, this one, she wasn't hot enough to have it. Yeah.
Now, what are you doing drinking, by the way, with your heart ailments and various ailments? And
The bartender was hot, man.
so you did it just to...
I liked her eyes.
Wow, I should become a bartender.
So you did it just to hit on the bartender?
No, actually, you know what it was? We went bowling. As I walked past the cocktail lounge, I looked in and I go, whoa, I saw her bent over and her ass was sticking up in the air.
See, now you got to understand, John doesn't...
Which was probably for tips.
Yeah.
Side note.
Yeah, insert dollar bill.
Exactly. And you got to understand, John doesn't go to bowling just to bowl anymore, obviously. He goes there to check out women, because you did tell me that you were checking out all the young women there last night.
It's the new meat market, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I bowl and I haven't seen any. It's like dogs on parade in some of my leagues.
I don't know. My daughter was slutting next to us. You know, there was some girl in the lane next to us. She'd be like 16 years old.
Oh, God.
I mean, she's got the shortest skirt, and every time she bowls, like her underpants and the cheeks of her ass is sticking out, and like everybody's Googling.
She's the bartender in training,
No,
you know?
yeah, exactly. I'm sitting there, I'm like, if she says yes, I'm going out with her, man.
So you spent your night at the alley.
Yeah. You know, like 3 o'clock this morning.
Really? So you stood there all night long?
Yeah, man.
Late night for John Mulaney.
And you went out just hanging out there, and you just didn't... Would you hang out in the bar after you were done?
No, man. They closed it. The bartender left at like 1:30. I don't know. I guess she had a hot date or something, man. Leave me the keys. I'll bartend.
Forget jeans nowadays.
Well, we're glad you're safe and you made it through it, because bowling alleys was the...
Bowling alleys are dangerous to my health, man.
Yes. I remember when you had the first heart attack at the alley.
Oh, that was a good one. I went outside and had a cigarette.
During it.
During the heart attack.
He figured the air would help him, and he went out and had a cigarette.
Well, I'll go outside and have a cigarette. I don't feel so good. Roxanne's like, you're not laying down, but I don't feel so good. I got to lay down.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was laying down. I was in the middle of laying down permanently and didn't realize it.
Yeah, the ambulance came to pick him up. And
Oh, my God. Do you want to hear something scary about yesterday? Like, talking about, like, freak occurrences or whatever. My brother, like, must have had, like, some kind of, like, he was, like, all worked up and stuff. Like, you know, like, we were all fighting, as usual, at the Dillon household.
Some things haven't changed.
And then my brother, all of a sudden, like, he never cries. He's, like, this little preppy, like, jock. You've met him before.
Yes.
Like, he's
We've
really,
had him on
like,
the show.
chill. Yeah. So, like, all of a sudden, he's, like, consumed and, like, he's, like, crying and, like, he's, like, spazzing out. Like, he can't breathe. He's like, I'm dying, Carrie, I'm dying. Like, call the ambulance. I can't feel my upper body. He's like, I just saw my aunt passed away after the last show. He's like, I just saw Aunt Dee. I've never felt this way before. I can't feel my hands. And, like, starts freaking out. Like,
wow.
He's like, he can't breathe. He's, like, shaking. He's like, I feel like inside of me is shaking, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm, like, hysterical. I don't know how I'm going to ever be a parent. Because I start screaming. I'm like,
Carrie's, like, not the
running up
person to deal with
stairs.
the situation.
It was so bad.
So what happened?
Crazy. I don't know. He, like, all of a sudden, like, calmed down, and, like, after, like, 15, 20 minutes.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what I was thinking, and I'm like, oh, my God. And then he, like, for a couple seconds, he just, like was, like...
He froze.
And I thought he, like, died. So I'm, like, screaming.
I'm like poking him with a stick.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I was like...
This is the little brother who couldn't sit still in the studio, right?
Yes,
The one that had a
yeah.
big brother that we had on the show.
And, like... It didn't occur to me that I knew CPR at the time, you know. I'm just freaking out. Freaking out. I'm running upstairs. I'm like, Mikey, call 911. Call 911. And he's like, I can't do it. He gives me his sidekick. I don't know how to, like, use a sidekick, so I'm freaking out. I, like, throw the thing back. I'm, like, looking for my own cell phone. Can't find it, of course.
It's a good thing you know CPR.
I know.
I had to go find the internet first to find out how to do it.
Oh, my God. It was just nerve-wracking. So I don't know how
okay?
you would have ever gone back to a situation like that.
So is he okay now at least?
He's okay now. He woke up. He's like, what happened to me? Like, he didn't even really remember.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, my God.
He wasn't doing any drugs, was he?
No, we were like, Timmy, you didn't like take anything or anything. He's like, no.
You know, like ecstasy or anything.
No, he doesn't. He's like, my family's pretty straight edge about that stuff. But
no, man, some people get spiked. I got spiked once.
I think he won. Oh yeah. I almost got spiked.
Yeah, you were telling us
that. told us that you almost caught it.
Carrie Dillon almost gets hypnol.
She gives it to her friend who's a guy.
She loves me for that.
I don't even know what's in my drink. You have it.
You have it. It doesn't taste right. She would do that. It doesn't taste right. You have it.
Where'd my friend go? Oh.
Does that stuff even have a taste, or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never done it.
I've never had it. We both never tried it.
I got a friend of mine that swears to God I should have bought a bunch for the last girlfriend, but I just never tried it.
That's good, John. I appreciate that on behalf of all girls.
When I got friends who give advice like that, I try not to take it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, you've done a lot of stuff. So you
guys like buy Rohypnol for your girlfriend. I'm like, you're going to jail. I'm going to tell the judge that you told me to do it, and I was dumb enough to do it.
You're an accessory now.
Yeah,
after the fact.
You're the guy who thought about the perpetration.
Exactly. So now he parties, and you work.
Yeah.
Well, what happened with that?
Yesterday I was supposed to get my headshots done. I get there. It's like a freak occurrence. Her camera does not work. She's like, this has never happened to me in the 12 years that I've been doing headshots. Of course, when I come back, that's what happens.
Terry walks in, cameras don't work. She walks in, all of a sudden the place starts going click, click, click.
I know. So luckily I did go home because then I was there when my brother had that thing and, like, that was more of a support. But it just goes to show you that kind of things happen for a reason. But after that, I took a nap because I was, like, so drained.
Terry was drained now. That was it. The lack of the camera and then her brother just did her in for the day.
I haven't been taking my naps lately. She's napping. I haven't been. So it's role reversal week.
Yeah, it is.
Next I'll have my period.
Good luck with that.
You can keep it.
I know. You can keep that stuff.
You can keep it. She wants no part of that. That's all yours.
Take that and don't come back.
So how is things going for you? Because we haven't seen you.
It's very busy at school. I'm doing the MC television show now, television station.
Oh, we'll have to turn on Manhattan College TV, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys get it, though. I think it's just campus.
We'll hack into it.
Okay.
John can find a way to hack into it.
Yeah, do it.
John can definitely find a way to hack into it.
I'll take it over. You'll wake up one morning and see my face. I'll be
like, yes, I have nothing to manage today.
John Mulaney.
John took over Manhattan College. He was bored.
Oh, man.
So you still like pulling your hair out with all that stuff?
Yeah, I'm pulling my hair out more with my roommates nowadays, actually, because one is like, well, she probably won't listen to this anyway. I just won't tell her.
That's it. We're sending her
But anyway, she's like a schizo. She's like two extremes.
Oh boy, I went out with a person like that.
Not that schizo is like two extremes. It's like split mind or something like that. But she is either really nice or really nasty, especially with my other roommate who's like very like chill and very like she'll just let people kind of walk on her, sort of like she's just too nice, you know what I mean? And she just takes advantage of that ridiculously, and it's just so frustrating because then she'll get nasty with me, the schizo, and I just want to be like, what the hell?
Can I kill you now?
Yeah, Carrie's going to start swinging.
I really needed to come home this weekend because I needed a mental health.
Meanwhile, she comes home and then all this happens. So
I know.
What kind of weekend did I have?
I tell people you need to experience college by going away to school and living with other idiots.
Yeah. God, I hope I don't marry a weirdo.
I'm telling you, man.
I get the ring, I move in, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Carrie's looking ahead.
Guy. I know. Do you want to? Did I tell you how that? Yeah, I told you about my wedding plans book.
No.
No?
You got your wedding plans made out already? She doesn't even have a boyfriend.
I know.
Were you dating anybody? Is that what this came
I go back to work. I work with developmentally disabled people or whatever. I went back like one time, and I told this lady with Down syndrome, she's like 40, that she could be my flower girl. I could have sworn I told you this. Anyway, I come back the next time. She has this whole like flower, like wedding plans book made for me. She cut out pictures of like dresses and flowers and rings and all this stuff. It's so funny. So I come back. I'm like, this is great. I have, a flower girl. All my stuff is picked out. I don't even have a boyfriend. So I'm like, Susie, you got to hook me up because like the flower girl's name is Susie. She's hysterical. So I'm like, Susie, hook me up, you know. So she's like, all right. So she comes in the next day. Carrie, I have the perfect man for you. I'm like, oh, great. Like, where'd you meet him? The supermarket? Is he a neighbor? What does he look like? Thinking it's going to be this great person.
Brought him home from Creedmoor.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm like, what's his name? She's like, Patrick Duffy, like the father from Step by Step. I'm like, Susie, he's like 50-something. I can't date a 50-year-old. And like, plus he's in the freaking movies. Like, no.
So that means that.
So,
go ahead.
So the next day she comes back. Carrie, I have the perfect man for you. Oh, Susie, who is it today? You know, blah, blah, blah. Brad Pitt. I'm like, oh, shoot. I don't know if he's still with Angelina, but get me those numbers, set me up, see what he's doing tonight, we can go get dinner, blah, blah. She's like, all right. So she, like, picks up the phone. She's like, what's his number? My coworker's like, 1-800-SUPERSTARS. And she's like, really? She's like, all right. So she starts dialing and stuff.
The phone bill becomes like $6,000.
We're like, sorry, there's no 1-800.
There is no Brad Pitt Superstar.
Yeah.
I know.
They don't go together.
Hi, you've reached a help rejection love line hotline or something.
There is. Do you know that there is a reject line?
Maybe I should call that.
I've given it. It's so funny. It's like,
A buddy of mine gave me a phone number. He goes, call me on my cell phone, and gives me a phone number. And I dial the phone number, and I get this whole voice thing that says, you've been rejected. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody even cares about
the
you.
person that gave you this number does not want you to have their real number.
Do not call them. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. Is it a 516 number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it in my phone.
It's not.
For reject.
It hasn't gotten to that point for me yet, but.
You know, it's bad when you go to a bar, you pick up a girl, she gives you a number, you call home, you tell, you've been dumped.
Oh, that's sad. I've never done that before.
You never got your first date, but this is you've been dumped.
I am still stuck being hopelessly single, and that's the way it's going to stay.
So am I.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. At least we're in the same boat.
What's the latest tragedy in your love life?
We can do this after we take a break and then get into the American Idols, because there's a few chicks I would date there.
Oh, yeah?
So we can get into the tragedy that is my love life on the other side of the break.
Hi, this is Carrie Dillon, and you're listening to Velocity Live.
Start again. I'm on. It's a nice day for a white wedding. Whoa, what a nice day to start again. It's a nice day to start again.
You're listening to Velocity Live right here on VelocityLive.com and on WFN. I'm Paul Verderosa, John Mulaney, Carrie Dillon back here. And before the break, we were discussing how Carrie and I are both hopelessly single. And Carrie, we'll get to you in a second because she did say she has trouble finding the right guy. That's what you said. Right?
Yes, I do.
And John asked me what the newest tragedy was in my love life. There is none.
Oh, boy.
That's the problem. There is none.
Well, do you expect something?
I don't know. There's a situation with a woman, and she's
with a woman.
older.
Can we have a fake name so that we can refer to this lady?
Raffaella.
With
Yolanda.
Raffaella. And this woman, Raffaella, has already told me that she would, I guess...
What, sleep with you or go out with you?
sleep with me, go out with me, whatever the case is.
Friends with benefits?
Maybe
or more
that
than
could
that?
be it. No, she said that I would expect more than what she would want out of it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
really?
And that's not true. But...
She's got ankle bracelets on. She ain't spreading her legs, man.
No, she would. Oh, God, I shouldn't have said that. Well, it's Raffaella. But anyway.
This show is dedicated to Paul's parents.
The woman, Raffaella, is 42.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
How old are you?
26.
He's going out with an older chick
And
now. Experience.
we've made out already.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Where did you meet this girl?
I'd rather not say.
When did
He
you meet
met her at Raffaella's Lounge.
Okay.
I met her at Raffaella's restaurant. But anyway, so that's the only tragedy going on. And really, she's kind of like an afterthought. There's another girl.
Oh, boy. Didn't this get you in trouble last time when he was starting to juggle girls around?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not dating any of them unlike the last time.
Okay.
This girl is the girl that I made a mistake with a while back.
Is this
Did
ex-fiance?
you talk about this on a past show?
No, this is not Laura.
Oh.
Who did get in contact with me, by the way.
Did you talk about making this mistake on a past show? Do I have to go back to the archive?
I may have.
Oh, man,
I don't
imagine.
know.
We'll find out.
Anyway.
I'm drumming to the archive.
Write down the names.
As much as I convince myself that I don't like this girl, I do.
Then go after it, man.
Yeah, but you know what? Every time that we've tried, it ends up in a big, huge argument.
Oh, boy.
Because we've tried this twice and it hasn't worked.
It's his wife.
It's one of those
I'm
where
just
you're going to
in
end
the
up
boat
marrying 10
where
years from now.
The
anyway.
girls I like, I'm not going to have, so I just need to go find somebody else, and that's just my problem. So that's why I'm just hopelessly single right now.
I told somebody last night, if you meet somebody and start fighting with them, you should marry that person. And the girl looked at me. I was like, I'm dead serious, man. Husbands and wives fight all the time. It's normal to want to kill your spouse.
So Raffaella and my other girl are on the outs.
Oh, man. So what, you're gonna be single and give up a chance at bliss?
I'm going to be miserable is what I'm going to be.
Listen, we're all miserable.
Don't be miserable.
I wake up
I'm not
every
allowed
morning.
to be miserable. Do you know that I got reamed by John for not being happy doing this show?
Yeah. He sounded like, hi, this is Paul Verderosa, and I'm really not happy to be here.
Well, if you listened to the last few shows, it was obvious I wasn't happy to be here.
I was like, dude, you had to come out of the
Now I'm
funk,
happy.
man.
I'm happy. Got
Finally.
the gang
This
back.
is a very good atmosphere.
Go home and listen to
back.
Barney songs, dude.
I'm happy.
I love
I'm
you.
happy. Now, if I
Yeah.
could just get one of those girls, I'd be much more happy.
You know what? I say, you know what my New Year's resolution was? To do things I wouldn't normally do. Therefore, I think you should do that, too, and go with that girl that you like, because you never know what's going to end up at.
He's got a better brainstorm in the works.
What's that?
He wants to have his MySpace site. He wants to have the...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We're thinking about doing a bit because my MySpace profile has exploded. And it's not because I'm being a MySpace whore. People actually gravitated to me when we first put it up because my friend Danielle made it for me. And people actually gravitated towards me with the radio show and other various things. And there were a few people that I did send out friend requests to, but now I have 508 friends.
Damn.
Mostly 508 friends, of which 506 are all chicks.
Really?
No, take that back. There's about 490 females. There's probably about...
The stat. Hold on,
5 or
everyone get your
6
pens and papers out.
There's about 5 or 6 that are like companies, that are like record companies or other things. And then there are like 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 gay guys because they make good listeners.
I got a question. Did you delete Tom?
wow.
Oh, hell yeah. Tom was the first person I deleted off my MySpace
Tom.
account.
He must have millions of friends.
Everybody wants to know who the hell Tom
I
exactly is.
know. We should interview Tom from MySpace.
Somebody email Tom. Yeah, Tom, you got to get on the phone. Velocity Live wants to talk
That's
to you.
right. So I've got...
You should, and you could be like, well, we're MySpace friends.
That's right.
It's your obligation.
He can come and promote MySpace, which is what I want to try to do. I have 508 friends. Like John said, like 480 of them to 90 of them are females. And some of them are pretty hot. I would love to do the Paul Verderosa Women of MySpace, like American Idol, and chop it down until we get, like, have the 3 of us judge and chop it down until we get down to, like, 1.
And the hottest chick gets a date with Paul.
Or something like that. 'Cause most of them are single, too, that are on my profile. So if I could, like, send out a bulletin to those girls and see who would participate and make it like a radio gig bit.
Yeah.
Come on down for the Velocity Live Corn Dog Skit of the Year.
Yeah. You know, it just,
We
like,
should have to go on a really weird date
have,
with
like, this
them,
whole
too.
dating game thing, too.
That would be
Like,
fun.
if we could fit people in the studio, you could blindfold me and I could ask them questions. It could be like a dating game
We'll
bit.
get Eddie or Vinny to run, we'll get Eddie or Vinny to run around behind you with a camera and videotape
Like,
your
I think
date.
that
Do
would be
it.
a great thing to do. So
Do
that's
it.
a thought, and me and John are talking about trying to get that together so that way maybe I won't be hopelessly single. And then I've got my hot teacher, of course, but I haven't seen her in a while.
And he's always got American Idol.
And I've always got American Idols. But before we get to American Idols, you were saying that you just can't seem to find the right guy. So that's the opposite of what's going on with me, because I'm looking for a girl, not a guy. And I've found a couple, but I'm just not with any of them. So what's going on with
I don't
you?
know. I've given up. I'm just, you know what?
Wait, how old are
Remind me
you?
Thing? I haven't given up altogether. I've given up looking for them.
Don't
you know
look,
what I
yeah.
mean? I'm just going to be chill. Like
You're going to let them fall into your lap.
Rule number
exactly.
one.
They can come to me, full service.
Wow, did you hear that?
Full
service.
Let me roll
How old
back
are
the
you?
clock. I'll be knocking on Terry's door.
Funny.
You're a little too old.
Let me in. It's an old man.
You're a little too old for
Oh,
that.
my old man's here. I can walk in with a cane. Hey, little girl.
So no one had Valentine's this year?
I had several of my women leave me messages on MySpace for Valentine's Day, and then I got a few phone calls, but it's not like I had a girlfriend for any kind of Valentine, which saved me money, quite honestly.
Listen, on the day of the martyred St. Valentinius, I stayed home and did nothing.
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
Me and my friends, all my single girlfriends from the floor, we made chocolate cake and we had wine, and then we whipped out the video camera, and well, it's actually kind of funny, actually. Do you know the song from Little John?
I want to see that video. We may be able to release that.
Do you know the song from Little John?
Yes.
The skeet, skeet, skeet.
Yeah.
Do you know what skeet, skeet, skeet means?
No.
Well, all right. This is the story how it originated. I'm just standing there and I'm like, skeet, skeet, skeet. And my roommate looks at me and she's like, Carrie, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a song. She's like, do you know what that means? And I'm like, no. And she's like, she asked my other roommate, and my other roommate didn't know. And she's like, you guys, it means to like or whatever. I was like, skeet, skeet, skeet is no longer a foreign phrase.
So was skeet, skeet supposed to represent the sound of... You know?
Depends on how hard you're yanking it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That made sounds, man. I swear to God, I heard it.
And the girl's tugging too hard then, I guess.
So we run around knocking on doors of people's room and asked them on Valentine's Day what they thought skeet, skeet, skeet.
Hi, we're the skeet committee. Have you skeeted lately?
They're like, we're just taking a little bit of
start a skeet club at Carrie's school.
I know. Let me tell you, I actually saw one of the girls I asked, and she's like, do you know how many people I've taught skeet, skeet, skeet to? Like, she's like, I've never, well, not taught. She's like, the phrase, no one knew what it meant. But, like, you can look up on Webster's, it's like skeet, to ejaculate and stuff like that.
Oh, boy, I love it. So
funny.
most of Hofstra is skeeting right now.
I love it. That should be the new word that we use on Velocity now.
The code word.
It's not ejaculation, it's skeetation. I skeetulated all over.
Oh, but then...
I skeet when I'm happy.
But then... I'm not sure, but a couple people were like, it's when you in someone's face. So I don't know which is right, Webster's or the slang term. And
so that's what that's called.
Well, it's the opposite of scat. No.
And apparently we found out from a baseball guy that it originated sort of around the Clinton administration when they found the on the top of her shirt because he was apparently trying to aim for the face.
Listen, I know we're very non-political on this show, and I don't want to jump tracks and make it political, but there was something this week that happened.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Besides Dick Cheney shooting the old man.
Yeah.
Right? What I didn't appreciate was Hillary Clinton got on TV screaming and yelling, and I understand she did it as a Democrat, but she got on screaming and yelling saying that Dick Cheney wasn't very forthcoming. He hid things from the media. He hid things from the public. Like her husband's administration was any more forthcoming with Whitewater and Monica?
Hillary Clinton stands for hypocrite.
No, she stands for Hillary Arafat. But that's besides...
Listen, if she wasn't such a dry bitch, Bill would have never cheated the star out. Listen,
oh, my God. I just got that now. I'm like, dry.
He just went there.
Would she not have a good sense of humor?
Wow.
I do not like her at all. Her and Jimmy Carter, who I actually used to respect.
Jimmy Carter, the man's like 90.
When they all went off on George Bush at whatever Martin Luther King's wife's...
Coretta King. When
they went off there, that was it. That to show that the Democrats are a bunch of pukes and got nothing going for them, man.
That political portion of your show was brought to you by John Mulaney.
That's why we don't get political.
That was John Mulaney's bicentennial minute for everybody.
This has been my rant.
I had to laugh when you mentioned that because they were very forthcoming about everything that they did.
Oh yeah. Okay, Hillary. Listen, I got to send you the video I got of the Bill Clinton game. It's a video game.
Is it a skeeting game?
Yeah, it's a video game. It's a video game where Clinton's running around the White House sleeping with all the staff.
Aww.
And he's running down the halls and you hear duk, 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 and he's running down the hall and he jumps in the closet and he's doing this floor cleaner and he's doing this secretary and he runs upstairs and he jumps into the room and it says, "Game over, you lost, your wife," and he's having sex with his wife.
That's a great
so
game.
bad.
I might have to play that game.
I'll send it to you. I got it at home. It's great, man.
And speaking of people who
God.
sleep with their staff, American Idol news just around the corner, right after the break.
Hi, this is John Mulaney, and you're listening to the best of Velocity Live on VelocityLive.com.
An OnStar conversation.
OnStar Center, this is Veronica. I broke my shoelace. Okay, sir. Do you need emergency service? Yeah. I think I broke a nail. I don't know which one. I'm hurting so bad. One moment, sir.
Every month, OnStar offers help in thousands of emergencies.
911.
This is Veronica with OnStar. I have a subscriber on the line who's had an accident.
Is anybody injured?
Yeah, I think I broke a nail.
Okay, I've got EMS on the way.
Could you call my wife? Yes.
The peace of mind OnStar offers is more affordable than you might think.
I have your wife on the line. Yes. Are you okay? Ah! I was on my way to a meeting, and I broke my shoelace. Ah! Okay, I'm on my way there now. Has emergency services reached you? Ah! Please know we're here whenever you need us. Ah!
OnStar by GM.
Ah!
To learn more, visit OnStar.com.
You are listening to Velocity Live right here on VelocityLive.com and on WFN. Paul Verderosa, Kerry Dillon, John Mulaney back here. And before we went to break, we made mention of my favorite reality star, Miss Paula Abdul. Now, come on, don't tell me your heart didn't break for her when you saw her on the Dr. Phil special this past week.
Well, you know, I sort of expected that out of her, man.
Why?
Because, listen, when you look like that and you got that going on, you're going to have a bunch of failed relations. Every guy's just expecting to get in her pants and bang Paula. And that's the end of it. Nobody wants to know Paula. They just want, I banged Paula Abdul. Come on, I would do the same thing. Look at that one idiot from American Idol.
Do you really believe that Corey Clark slept with her?
No, but think about it. Look what it did for his career. I mean, he got his 15 minutes out of fame just by saying he banged her.
It ruined her life.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who didn't see it, Dr. Phil ran a special on Tuesday. And it was Dr. Phil's Love Special or something to that effect. And the show was split between Paula Abdul and finding the perfect date for Paula and a man who was juggling like 6 or 7 women that thought he was a player. And he wanted to change his ways. Now, Dr. Phil really didn't change that guy because at the end of the show, he flipped out and walked out.
Guys
Dr.
like that,
Phil,
guys like that you can't change.
Yeah, because Dr. Phil put the women that he was seeing together in one room with him and made them watch a video of him talking all about them, how he sleeps with this one, does this with that one. Yeah.
He didn't know the other girls thought they were the only
And there
ones.
was this one girl who genuinely liked him. You could see it because she was so upset and Dr. Phil had to console her. She was cute.
It's like the bad lover who tells everybody he's great and he's just so bad he cannot accept the fact that he sucks in bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal. And then
so depressing on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. And then poor Paula.
See, but Paula got to the point where help can come because she literally had that breakdown moment in front of 10 million viewers. I mean, the girl went into freaking waterwork mode, man. She just lost it.
Oh, I see you picking on her.
I'm not picking on her. I mean, that's what it takes to get there. I mean, if you've never had a drug addiction or, alcohol addiction, you got to get to that point.
And what's very funny is that Dr. Phil sends Paula out on these dates with 2 or 3 guys. And I swear that it was all staged. Not so much staged, but done out of a studio and not in an actual place. Because in the middle of these dates, Paula would go from one date to the other, and then would go, I have to go to the bathroom. And when she said she was going to the bathroom, she'd run in to see Dr. Phil, who was waiting in a room to ask.
It was almost like, what was that show that Alan Funk used to do?
Alan Funt, not Funk.
Funk.
Candid Camera.
Whatever his name
so
is.
So it's the fake wall up and there's a camera behind
it. Right. And what it was is that Paula would run in there and Dr. Phil would give her questions to ask these guys.
Why didn't he just tap something into her ear or something and be like, do this,
I think Phil should have went to the table with them.
I'll tell you who the one lucky guy was.
They
the guy
from the show.
The guy from North Carolina was such a lucky guy. The guy she went bowling with, quite ironically, considering we spoke about bowling today, that he said something to her Paula goes to him, what would you do if I cry? Or when I cry, or something like that, if I'm upset. And he goes, well, I would just give you my shoulder to lean on and just say, cry a lot. Yeah. And she got you could see the hearts in her eyes, and she put her head on his shoulder, and I'm like, oh, what a lucky guy this guy is.
That's why I say all that she's attracted is she's found guys that look good, who looked at her and said, oh, man, I'm going to bang Paula Abdul. They never cared about what Paula had. You've
got to be sensitive to a woman's needs.
They never gave a hoot about anything that poured out of her soul.
Well, Kerry just gave you that great smile when I said that. Kerry's right on. You're right on.
They cared about taking her pants down and bragging to their friends.
Yeah.
Well, that's what most guys are going to do with a girl in that situation.
She's a name.
I wouldn't brag about it.
Hi, there you are. I couldn't hear you. You walked away for a minute. You were like, hello.
I wouldn't brag about it. I would just silently tell people. Yeah, I did bang Paula Abdul.
Do you think you have a
He'd, like,
shot with
put it
Paula
on
Abdul?
to-
Let me tell you something. According to this little biorhythm machine I have at home,
What?
her and I are like 100% perfect compatible partners.
Wait a
She'd
minute.
give her a little ring, see what she's up to.
Wait a minute.
You pump into birthdays and some stats and stuff like that. It's all based on.
When did you become such a numerologist, an astrologer?
I've always been into the crap. You just never talked about it.
You know, I learn things about you every day that I'm just like frightened to hear as we continue on this journey with this show.
But you know what's funny? We never talked about John's love life before.
Yes, we have. I think we visited it in.
No, I mean today, because we were saying how ours
That's
were
right.
mishaps.
Listen,
but John, you
I'll tell
didn't
you
say
that
that yours is.
my love
in the-
life is.
So it's worse than
So which is
Carrie
worse,
and
yeah.
mine.
I'm one of those people. I don't like being alone, and I am alone.
Oh.
You know, I hate being alone. It really bothers me.
You have your bunny.
You know,
have a bunny?
But the bunny doesn't lay in my lap and watch TV with me, man. The bunny wants to go outside and do bunny things, and if I brought the bunny in the house,
But you did
Bunny
say-
people might think I'm having the wrong kind of affair with my bunny, and I don't want to go there.
But you did say that the bunny is the only person in your life who gives you unconditional love.
Yes.
Wait, I'm going to play Dr. Phil now. You did say
Oh, boy.
to me that the bunny gives you unconditional love.
Oh yeah, it does, Phil.
Now, what does that tell you?
I'm a bunny lover. I don't know.
You got to find yourself a woman that's going to give you unconditional love.
Oh boy.
Unconditional love?
That was probably the best imitation I've done all throughout these shows. You got to give me some credit for that.
I got to play. You got to hear the Don Pardo night where he tried imitating Don Pardo.
What is this with
Don
Pardo?
Pardo.
It's Pardo. When did you become all right? Don Pardo.
This is Don Pardo.
We're getting classier this season, everyone.
You know why? Because I grew up in an era of Play-Doh, so everything is
Play-Doh.
Don Play-Doh.
It's Don Play-Doh, Don Pardo.
Don't have sex with the bunny.
Oh, God. This show is just taking
Well,
a
speaking of
really weird
sexy
turn.
creatures, the American Idol finalists
Oh, he's got
were
pictures.
named. I've got
too.
pictures. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
can I see them? I haven't
I'm
been
going to
watching.
slide over with my mic so I could share with everybody in the studio that we're in. I have that capability.
You know, if I had some geeks that could work on the internet, we could have put the pictures up there too. But
Now, do you know that this year a woman is going to win American Idol again? Vegas agrees with me, by the way,
Vegas?
in the early
are
odds.
you telling me to hold it? You telling me that Vegas takes bets and odds?
Early Vegas odds have a male winning at 6-5, and they have a female at 2-3. So 2-3 is the favorite. Now, once they start eliminating people, you can actually bet on the person
Really?
that you think is going to win.
Listen, Vegas probably takes bets on which one of my breasts is bigger, man.
I'd say you're right from where I'm sitting.
Exactly.
Seriously.
But we have the top 24, and a lot of them are youngins this year too.
Oh, did you print out pictures of the guys?
Yeah, guys
Oh,
and
okay.
girls. We could start with the girls. You've got Isla Brown from Massachusetts. She's 17. Wasn't she bowling next to you last night? I don't think she's anything really that hot.
Let me see.
Isla Brown. I don't think she's anything that particular.
No.
Then underneath her, you've got Dobbs Ferry's entry and Becky O'Donoghue. She got in for her looks, by the way. I want everybody to know that.
She got nice eyes.
Oh,
Becky,
yeah.
she got in for her
Looks
looks
like it.
because
She's not
she didn't sing very well. I could tell you that much. She was.
Listen, I haven't been impressed with any of
Here's
what
the
I
girl
heard.
with attitude, though. You want the girl with attitude? The girl from Mount Vernon, Brenda Getters. She's got attitude. Yeah.
Really? What
yeah.
did she talk
just-
back to Simon
yeah.
and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
But they
entire,
like that. Fantasia did that, and look at her.
Simon's really turned it up this year. Simon
The entire week in Hollywood, she did nothing but badger Simon and her people that she was in the same group with and going up against and all. She was tough. Heather Cox is cute.
Yeah, but cute doesn't mean she's got talent.
No,
You know?
no. And then actually the girl.
Let me see the guys.
Well,
I'll
yeah, we'll
tell
get to the guys in a minute. You
Okay.
can judge the guys.
I don't want
in
to
a
look at the
minute.
girls. I'm not a
Yeah,
lesbian.
the hell with the guys. The hell with the guys. Nobody cares about the guys except for you. Catherine McPhee can actually sing. She's 21 from L.A. She can actually sing. But the feel-good story for me, the girl who I'm rooting for, is Kelly Pickler.
Is that because of her last name? Do you want to pickle Kelly Pickler?
That depends if she'll skeet me.
I want
But
pickle
no,
eating.
in all seriousness, the girl I'm pulling for this year, the feel-good story of the year, is Kelly Pickler. She has got such a horrible story that this girl deserves to win American Idol.
Her
What's
father
the
raped
story?
her 14 times when she was 12. Yeah.
No. Well, her dad is in prison
Oh boy.
for
what?
drugs, like
Oh,
like a heavy drug user and on and off, and her mom's not in the picture, and she was raised by her grandparents in North Carolina, and they're not like a wealthy group of people, and the grandmother just died, so now she takes care of her elderly grandfather. She works at like a...
Oh, Paul.
Like one
is
of
the story legit though, or is it just like
one of
something made up like those?
You know it's legit when Fox takes the camera crew down there with Ryan Seacrest and they're like filming these little like...
I have a hard
she works at a place like Checkers, and she's like one of those roller skating waitresses.
Well, Paris Hilton worked in Checkers on one episode, didn't she?
But this girl deserves
I think she
to
even
win.
like...
My heart is for Kelly Pickler. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick her, but I think that she's...
All right, Paul
You
picked the
actually
Pickler.
Oh, absolutely.
You calling him
especially
vote?
for the person I voted for. God, 2 years ago when I first got hooked on this show with Diana DeGarmo, I flooded for her, and she still lost to Fantasia.
Paul stuff in the ballot box. Come on, Diana, come on.
Well, I picked her in my pool. I picked her in my American Idol pool. Last year I picked Carrie Underwood right off the bat. So I knew she was going to win.
I thought that William Hung was good, man.
Right.
My brothers actually have his CD.
I have. Speaking of
Probably
before we
sold
finish
more
going through the
than
girls,
the other one.
I actually purchased the 3 DVD set of American Idol.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And I'm a smart shopper, too, because I got it in a Suncoast that was closing down, so I got it for like 25% less than the actual price, too. I was so excited.
Wow.
It's got some great performances on there. It's got the best of, the worst of, and then some interviews and some other cool stuff on there. Okay. So if you're an Idol buff, I'd suggest you go and get it. Awesome.
I don't know which is worse. One of my friends bought the seasons of Dawson's Creek or American Idol.
I'd rather watch American Idol than Dawson's Creek. To me, American Idol is still a competition.
Thank God for Seinfeld, man.
I like to see. I never watched one single solitary episode of Seinfeld. You've got Kinnick Sky, who I don't think is going anywhere.
I think this kid is cute.
You're kidding. Who is that? David Radford? He's 17. You should go for him.
You know, I stopped watching before Hell Week. I watched up to the week before Hell Week.
We have here.
I'll tell you one guy who I want to see go.
Bobby Bennett isn't doing it for me.
I want to see this guy go.
Chris Darter.
This guy's got to go. Jose Sway, whatever his name is, he's got to go.
Look at that face, man.
He shouldn't have made it the first time.
This girl that I actually went to school with auditioned for American Idol. Yes, she goes to my school now. She was in the Valentine's Cabaret and Christmas Cabaret with me. She's amazing. But I heard that, is there a dance audition or something?
There's a So You Think You Can Dance show that Fox did.
And
I don't know. I heard she made it through to Hollywood or whatever, but she didn't
What, for American Idol or for
American Idol? American Idol has a new show coming out. Simon Cowell has a new show coming out.
Yeah, but that's not it. That's inventing. Yeah, that's not it. She's talking
that's going to fail.
Yeah, and it's on ABC too. Hey, your friend Mandisa's in the top 24, John.
Hey, man.
That's a girl you should be going after.
Okay.
That's the girl that Simon had sold
I want to jump over to Skating with the Stars and chase Christy Swanson around, man.
Well, quickly, I'm going to go through the rest of these. Mandisa is the other female. Lisa Tucker for Anaheim, and then you've got Melissa McGee, who's kind of cute, and then you got Paris Bennett, who I could do without, and Stevie Scott is your other female.
What about Taylor Hicks? What do you think about this guy?
My mother is in love with Taylor Hicks.
He looks like he's my dad's age.
Have you noticed something about all the facial features?
He sings like Joe Cocker. I don't know if you've ever heard him sing.
Look at all these people. They all have wide...
We have their headshots.
No, they all have...
For those of you who are not...
They all have wide brow lines with pointy chins. Have you noticed this? That all of them had the same facial features?
John, only you would notice that. It's
Look
like a
at that.
But I'm sure
are we picking them on their looks, or are we picking them on how they can sing? Because if you want my...
I wouldn't mind looking at Chris Daughtry.
Oh, boy. All right, Chris Daughtry, if you're listening.
I could probably give you the Chris Daughtry.
Terry Dillon wants pictures with clothes on, in underwear.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad? I could probably give you the life story on half these people because I watch Idol religiously.
And she needs a full-size poster for her dorm.
Exactly.
Chris Daughtry is married.
Why are all the hot guys married?
With 2 kids,
This is why I'm single. This is why I'm single.
Yeah, I said it every morning. Why are all the hot guys married?
And his wife was hysterical crying during the Hollywood auditions.
Really?
Screaming that it's his dream.
Oh.
Was that you tapping or was somebody knocking on the door?
Oh, that's an alias.
It was me.
Oh, okay. I'm
like, these people are rude.
What is going on?
It's one of those
all right,
Tourette's moment kick.
I'm not gonna wuss out. I've got all the headshots in front of me.
There's not any hot guys.
Well, we didn't go over the guys because I don't think a guy is going to win American Idol. I don't think a guy is going to win. I have to remember though. Now, last year, did they keep them separated?
I don't know.
They're
separate,
I think, aren't they? Oh,
and it's got to be 1 and 1 left?
I mean, I don't watch
enough. Or can it come down to 2 females again? No, it can come down to 2 females in the finals.
I mean, I think they probably...
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb right now, and I'm gonna tell you. You want a winner, or do you want the top 3?
Give me the top 3.
Okay, the top 3. All right. I am going to say right now that the 3 finalists in American Idol this year. Okay, here we go. No. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, ready?
Drum roll, please.
I think Kelly's definitely going to be there. I think Kelly Pickler goes.
Pictures.
This
is
Kelly
definite. It's in red pen, everyone. This is official business.
I love having her back.
It's almost like that commercial on TV. So you've got the magic marker that people can smell within 10 feet.
All right.
Never seen that one, John. Never seen that one.
You haven't seen that commercial?
No.
Did you see this guy, by the way? We didn't make mention of this, but this guy Kevin's from right here in Levittown. New York, 16 years old. They say he's got some kind of likability factor. You look at him, I'm like, there's not really much to like.
He's like so...
Well, Paul is like, he's young, he could perform all night.
Will you stop that?
He has a lot of years ahead of him.
He could perform all night.
I'll tell you what, I'm pulling for Taylor, but I don't think he's going to get there.
Listen, Taylor ain't going to get it, man. I'm
going to say Ace Young's going to be another one.
A name like Ace Young, he better go far, man, or his parents did the wrong thing.
He's got a rock mentality to him.
How old is he?
25.
And if things go wrong,
you think he's hot?
He's changing his last name to Stool.
Let me see.
Did you say Ace Tool?
Exactly.
He kind of looks... No, I'm not
a retard.
feeling
I can't help it.
There's nothing funny about that.
Only I would
Look
laugh
at her studying. She's looking deeply into Ace's eyes.
Not feeling Ace Young.
Maybe he wants to feel you. Did you ever think about that? Maybe that's a possibility. You might change your mind. Now, there's one girl that I want to put in the top 3. This girl right here, Katharine McPhee, because she sings really, really well, but I just don't think people are going to like her.
My vote is for Becky out of Connecticut.
That was Betty.
Betty. Black Betty, Becky Rack, whatever, man.
Betty.
Becky Rack! Oh, boy. Actually, I'm going to go for my third and final choice. Mandisa ain't going to make it because they're not going to make a fat person their idol. I'm sorry. They're just not going to do that.
Don't forget about that first page. You're not right.
Yeah, I know. There's nobody there. I don't like him. He's old teeth.
No, yeah, man. There's nobody on the page.
I'm stuck between Paris Bennett and Lisa Tucker.
She's actually attractive, man.
Who?
The top girl here, the black girl.
And I'm going to say that the only person who can adjust is Lisa.
And he's made his top 3
So that's 3. Lisa Tucker, Kelly.
Are you ready?
And you know what? What, you're going to give us your top 3?
No,
Are you really?
I was going to read them for you, but you already said them.
No, go ahead. You can, because then I'll give you my winner. Here, you want to get
everyone.
Describe them fully, too, ladies and gentlemen. Carrie Dillon.
Listen up. Ready? Our 3 finalists, our 3 contestants that Paul thinks are going to make it to the top 3 are Ace Young, Katharine McPhee. Oh, I said that right. And Lisa Tucker. Now.
Hey. No. No, Katharine McPhee.
You circled her.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Kelly Pickler. I'm sorry. That was just a little confusion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You like picking picklers.
Kelly Pickler.
It had something to do with skeeting.
Yeah, he was going to skeet the pickler.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
And my winner?
The winner.
And my winner, you know what?
I can't do a drum roll, so I'm just going to knock on the table.
This is it. I'm going to do it. What'd you say? This is so lame, it's great? What, the drum roll or American Idol?
The American Idol bit, man.
You just don't like American Idol.
I've grown bored with it already, yeah.
America's grown bored with you. They haven't grown bored with me.
Do you know what?
Who are you going to pick here, man?
The feel-good story of the year, brother. Kelly Pickler wins American Idol.
All right, we'll have to see, man.
Kelly Pickler wins American Idol, and she beats Ace Young.
Oh, I don't think he's going to make it at all anyways, man.
She beats Ace Young.
It's too much of a pretty boy I want to be, like, what's going on, man?
She beats Ace Young. Nobody named Elliot Yamin is going to be your American Idol.
Oh.
Well, no, see, I enjoy, like, the first 2 or 3 weeks of Idol because Simon is just so...
Mark that down. I'm taking this home with Kelly Pickler. Wins American Idol. We got to take a break. What do you?
He is so abrasive, man. It's not funny.
All right, we're coming up to a break here on Velocity Live. Coming up on the other side of the break, we will talk Winter Olympics and wrap this up with some headlines.
Hi, this is Dan Moore, and you're listening to the best of Velocity Live on VelocityLive.com.
You are listening to Velocity Live right here on VelocityLive.com and on WFN. Paul Verderosa, John Mulaney, Kerry Dillon. And it's time to go behind the headlines as we've done always here on Velocity. And tonight, we're going to start with the Winter Olympics. Tonight.
We made a big point of saying, like, in the morning.
Listen, for a change, look, there's daylight.
Sunlight. You know what? I'm not used to this. Maybe that's why I said tonight. Well, today, we're going to start with the Olympics. And what the hell happened to the Winter Olympics? Well, the world's grandest sports gathering, an event that historically crushes the competition in television ratings, has been losing millions of viewers daily since the games began a week ago to hot new episodes of entertainment shows, they're saying. Wednesday in the head-to-head battle, Fox's American Idol trounced the NBC Olympics from 8:30 to 9 p.m. American Idol averaged 31.1 million viewers to the game's 15.4 million. ABC's hit drama Lost was almost even with the Olympics when the 9 p.m. hour started, and Fox took the evening over NBC for the second week in a row. So,
I mean, the only thing ABC's got going is Stacy Keibler and her legs on, what is it, Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah. Which I haven't even watched. I tried watching it again, but since Kelly Monaco's not in it, I just couldn't.
It's actually been pretty good, man.
I really said to myself I was going to be good this year and watch it, everything and tape it and all, and I just stopped.
that's
way to keep up on the information for the show.
Have you guys seen Skating with the Stars?
Christy Swanson cost that guy his marriage, man.
Yeah, did you see that?
No, I just saw
the guy she's been skating with. His wife is like 6.5 months pregnant, and he left his wife for Christy Swanson.
Yeah, so there's been love that came out of Skating with the Stars.
Oh, my God.
Right? Unbelievable.
Wow.
You heard it here first, man.
That's right.
On Velocity Live.
That's right. Speaking of getting back to the Olympics quickly, Idol bested the sporting event by 10 million viewers every day this week. In each hour, they went head-to-head. And next week, the Olympics face 3 nights of Idol, as Idol is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so it's dead for them. And if NBC doesn't deliver promised Olympic TV ratings to advertisers, did you see that NBC has to give make-good ads or complimentary commercials within Olympic coverage?
No way.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
So right now they're walking the line, they said.
Make them accountable.
And they hope that it doesn't have to come to. But as you were saying before, even though the numbers aren't sky high on TV, where they are beating American Idol and everybody else is on the web. Almost 1.4 million visited the Olympics website Wednesday, an 86% jump since Friday's opening ceremony.
NBC said they've been trying to hold back stuff being put up on the web, so basically they're forcing people to try and tune in.
Well, the problem is that it's a 6-hour delay, or 7 hours, I think, to Italy.
Listen, I don't know why they just don't do it. They did when you guys, I remember this, when you guys were like little, right? You know,
Terry and I were just young.
When you were just youngins, and I was back in my heyday, that the Olympics would be on at 4 in the morning. People have been writing in, going crazy. Everybody's like, well, you're showing all this curling, MSNBC.
Hey, I watched some of that curling yesterday.
I love the curling channel, man. I watch all the curling.
Speaking of ice, Disney's new spokesperson angers one John Mulaney. Figure skater Michelle Kwan, whose quest for Olympic gold ended because of a groin injury, signed with Disney this week as a celebrity spokeswoman.
That was a good part on hers. Get out of the Olympics and go to Disney.
Why do you have such a hard-on for Michelle Kwan?
She was injured before the Olympics.
Oh, I truly believe that Emily Hughes should have had the spot.
Emily Hughes deserved a spot straight up. Michelle Kwan went and petitioned the IOC and the United States Olympic Committee to force her into being on there when she was injured. And the first thing that happened, her very first time on the ice there, she showed up. Her injury showed up.
I think it's more than that. She was also a grand choke artist at the Olympic Games.
She
never won the gold in all her opportunities that she was always hyped up to go.
She was
Kwan's a 5-time world figure skating champion, for those of you who don't know.
And I think Kwan was pissed off that Sarah Peter.
That must be so like amazing.
Kwan's won a silver and Olympic medal.
Yeah. Imagine producing 2 Olympic children out of the same household.
Gotta have some talent to do that. Kwan will be featured in ads and other media promoting Disney's business. She'll also appear in the media company's original programming. The company said, oh, great, so there's going to be Michelle Kwan movies now on Disney. That's going to be funny. She's going to be like this little Philippine woman that could.
Well, it's about time she stepped into a different market. I mean, everybody else has stepped into their markets.
Well, this is no great shock, actually, because Kwan's established ties to Disney, which published her fictional, whatever it is, book.
Her fictional.
No. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I was trying to say fictional.
It's fictional, but we won't go there.
Fictional.
I like the fictional.
New words at Velocity Live.
Kwan has established ties to Disney, which published her fictional book series, Michelle Kwan Presents Skating Dreams, and she's also appeared in ABC and Disney television specials, and she skated on a TV special of the 1998 movie Mulan.
I look at this as being a black eye for her. This was a bad mistake on her part.
Yeah.
groin injuries are the worst injuries in the world to ever come back, and they take 6 months to a year to heal. Hockey players pretty much look at groin injuries almost like career-ending or career-on-hold injuries. You for 6 months, you're useless. You can't do anything.
From career-ending to career comeback. Still smarting from the shot scene around the world, Britney Spears says she rarely takes her baby son Sean Preston outside because she fears pushy paparazzi.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? Why?
Well, she says, I don't really go out with him, she told People magazine. It's kind of sad because I can't walk down the street with a stroller. I'm not expecting people to pity me. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, but you can walk him around your million-acre estate, little brat. And then when you take him out, just leave him on your lap. You know, there's no need for car seats nowadays. They're just...
I pulled over and asked the cops,
completely.
could you please help me? They've been driving recklessly back there. And they say, sorry, ma'am, I can't help you. This is how it is. I mean, Princess Diana got killed by one of these people. They're crossing the line.
Did you see that report now to saying that the whole Princess Diana thing was an attack on her life?
No.
It just came out like a week ago in one of the British news tabloids or something, a British newspaper. The fact that they're finding out now, for sifting through all the evidence and going through everything, that it looks like that this may have been a planned assassination of Diana.
Come on.
And they think the freaking crown is behind it. No kidding, man. I'll dig it up and I'll send you right home. I'll find it on the internet. I'll send it to you.
Please do. I'd like to read about that, even though I'm not a big Princess Diana fan. And last week, as we all know, photos were published of Spears driving with her 4-month-old son sitting in her lap.
When I saw that, they should have locked her right up. I mean, that's...
And there are also rumors that she's already had complaints, right?
Well, she blamed the aggressive behavior on the paparazzi, but then later conceded it was a mistake. She goes, I sound bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm doing great. I really am happy. And still, the 24-year-old pop princess says she craves the spotlight and is eager to get back to an on-stage career after a 1.5-year marriage and maternity leave. This may sound weird, but I miss traveling, Spears said. I miss the road, seeing different places and being with the dancers and having fun. The feeling of being on the stage, knowing it's your best. I love that. I needed a break. I needed to be hungry again.
I see another dysfunctional child being raised out of her, man.
Well, she's recording an album,
Seriously,
which is slated to be released later this year, and she thinks she can fill a huge lull in what is now a dull pop scene. It's been boring, she said. Nothing's been wow to me.
Well, she hasn't been out there jiggling her ass with her retractable boobs, man.
Seriously, I mean, she has a kid. How much more exciting can you get? Like,
listen,
oh my God.
She must have had like 6 different boob sizes in the last 4 years.
I'm telling you, Britney Spears' downfall of her career was when she came to New York to film that video and she hurt her knee.
Yeah.
Once she did that, she put on all that weight. She was never able to get rid of it.
She's always been a chunk queen.
She was never able to shave any kind of whatchamacallit, any kind of...
She can't shed anything, man. She's a chunk.
Do you want to hear something really funny?
What?
Jennifer Garner started to become this huge health freak, like watching what she ate because she said she didn't want to turn out like Britney Spears.
I think Alias is going to Jennifer's head, man. Have you ever watched Alias?
No.
It sucks.
You know me. I'm like I go to tape everything and then I don't watch anything. So I'm useless.
Yeah, Paul's got TiVo but never watches it.
Well, what do I watch? I watch American Idol and that's it.
Oh.
So what else you got for us, man?
Well, finally, it's true. Nick Lachey is seeking spousal support from...
Well, what do you want?
No way.
Jessica Simpson, yes.
She was the breadwinner in that family.
In divorce papers, Nick Lachey is seeking spousal support from Jessica Simpson, and he wants his jewelry back. On top of that, in court papers filed Friday in response to Simpson's December 16th divorce filing, Lachey cited irreconcilable differences. I have a new appreciation for what you used to do, doing the news.
Oh.
Because I can't read it either. I stutter and stammer too, and I just can't.
You just get so immersed in the story then.
Well, anyway, Lachey cited irreconcilable differences for the dissolution of the 3-year marriage. He's 32, and he's asking for miscellaneous jewelry and other personal effects, part of Simpson's earrings from after the date of separation, and other assets. What do you mean part of Simpson's earrings? What is the only one?
The backings?
Yeah. Put it this way, I mean, really, Where's his life headed? Where's his career headed?
I don't know. He came out with a new song though. That's always on.
But she was the one that she was like basically
pumped him up.
Yeah, she was the boost to whatever he had going, man.
Why did they separate?
Well, Lachey said he and Simpson separated December 13th, although she claims it was earlier, back in November. And the couple, who starred in their own MTV reality show Newlyweds, had no prenuptial agreement. So in a petition, Simpson asked the court not to grant Lachey anything. No spousal support, nothing. Now, as we all know, he gained fame as a member of the boy band 98 Degrees, and he had more earning power than she did when they wed in 2002. However,
Oh, really?
Simpson's fame skyrocketed during the marriage, and she earned more than $30 million last year, most of it coming from her big screen debut playing Daisy Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard movie.
Yeah, with her phony ass cheeks.
Yeah. So
Which
last
we talked
month,
about back in last July.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
and now things have gotten so bad, obviously, since they've separated, that last month the Mediterranean-style house that the pair shared during Newlyweds was sold to the guy who's in Malcolm in the Middle, the teenager,
No
Justin
way.
Burke, for an undisclosed price.
Yeah.
They didn't discuss
They're
how much it
taking
was.
Malcolm in the middle of TV. I'm really bummed about that.
So,
man.
That is a very popular show.
Nick Lachey
That's cool.
is seeking spousal support.
Malcolm in the Middle rules. That show is great, man. And Nick Lachey, listen, Nick Lachey in the long run is going to do better than Jessica Simpson. Because remember, when her boobs sag and her jowls creep, her career is over, man.
I'm actually impressed that a guy is asking for spousal support. Usually it's the other way around.
It must have happened. Something must have happened.
Listen, you probably started sleeping around with somebody else. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Hollywood. I mean, you're out there. It's like they say you got 15 minutes of fame. Well, in Hollywood, it's 15 minutes of marriage, and then you're on to your next one.
Yeah, seriously.
See, that's awesome.
She's such a Christian girl,
It's like
too.
my dad. That's what's in headlines. We're done for today. I don't want to say good night. I want to say good morning at the end of the show because we're doing the show on a Sunday morning with lights and fanfare. I have to go shopping this week.
For what?
I don't know. I've got like these like gift cards still sitting around, like to
Nice.
Kohl's and
Well,
like
you need
various
a
other
shopping buddy.
places. And I need to get it together and to go shopping this week. So I've got that to do, and the weather's nice. All the snow is gone from the 2 feet of snow we had.
Yeah, but it's -1 out right now.
But that's all right. It's very hot from where I'm sitting. So I'm glad we
It's
come to the end of
87
the show.
degrees in my house this morning.
Oh my!
87.
Someone turned it up.
Was it your brother?
And I was like, oh my
induced
God.
fit that he was in?
No, he wasn't even home last night.
Well, then he was fine enough to party. So give him a big round of applause. Well, we hope you feel
he
better.
recovered nicely.
And we will see you next time with more Velocity Live with myself and Carrie and John right here on VelocityLive.com and WFN. Remember, check out the all-new VelocityLive.com and listen to us twice a day on WFN, 3 to 4, 10 to 11, 7 days a week. We're always there because you want us there. Good morning.
Beneath the stars there are the bars that serve the bitter drink.